What's up, guys? Nick No K here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today's a very exciting day because in this box I have my new signature edition of the Slater Bikes frame, and I am super stoked to build it up today. So let's pull this frame out of the box and show you guys what it looks like. The purple beast. Got the NH right here. Slater Bikes, matte purple. Super stoked. Let's build this thing up. First thing I gotta do, I gotta go to the bike shop to press in the headset and do the bottom bracket because I don't have those tools, and I'm also going to cut myself some cables so that I can get my brakes set up. So grab the GoPro and we'll head on over to the bike shop. Alright, got the old frame to get the bottom bracket and the headset out of. Put it in the new frame, gotta cut the bars. You know, just some things that I really can't do at my house. Alright guys, just got back from the bike shop. I swapped over the bottom bracket from my old frame and the headset, and I got my gyro tabs pressed in under this. Unfortunately, when I was hammering out the headset cup from the other frame, I blew apart the bearings that are inside of it. I put them back together as best as possible. The shop didn't have any of these in stock. Trying to ride tomorrow, so just kind of put it back together. Missing about probably a third of the bearings in there, but it's all good. Just gonna put some grease in here. Get that all in there. Headset bearing. So this gyro piece, you know, the actual detangler itself, this is just gonna kind of free floats in here. So for right now, I'm just gonna take this, just kind of set it on there, and then get my headset spacers, 1, 2, gyro plate, and 3. So my headset spacers, I do, you know, the gyro is just free floating right here. And then we have 1, 2, gyro plate, and then another one. This is to give the proper cable length for this detangler so that the gyro operates properly. I apologize for the mess in here. I've been trying to build this bike and take apart the other one, and can't film in my normal location because there's a white carpet and grease. Got this race face stem. I don't know which one it is. It is Atlas 35. No affiliation with Race Face. Bought it because it fit the bars that I got. Gonna try without this spacer. Okay, so previously I had the spacer above the plate under the stem. With this stem, I don't need that because with the spank stem that I had before, it was not going flush on the plate, but now it is, so we don't actually need that. just gonna do that like, everything's kind of just finger tight right now. We'll go through and tension everything properly at the end. Got these Chromag foo bars. I'm not associated with Chromag, but these were the only bars that came in this kind of color that I could find. So this is what we got. Always tighten in like a X pattern. Never tighten all these and then all these. Don't do that. And make sure your bars are centered. I have these bars cut down from 800 millimeters to 750, and then I put the grips on and the bar ends on at the bike shop so I could use the air compressor. As far as getting the bars straight with the wheel, I'm gonna wait until pretty much everything's built and the wheels are on it, because if I do it now, I'm just gonna have to do it again, and I don't want to do it twice. All right, for tires, we got Maxxis DTH folding in 2.1.5, and just the same wheels that I've been running for like 5 years now. Came off a stock P3, but they've held up just fine. Always make sure your wheels are always make sure your tires are going the right direction. And it always looks nice if you line the logo up with the valve hole. Always put a little air in your tube. Get it a circle shape before you put it on. Makes life way easier. Normally I build a bike at the bike shop in the stand and everything, but because I want to take you guys through the whole bike build process and I didn't know if stands were going to be available, so we're doing this the getaway on the floor. Once again, sorry, the background sucks. Always grease your things. Grease. So we're gonna grease the inside of this seat clamp. Good. All right, got the seat on. Now I'm gonna throw the front and rear wheels on so I can get it off the ground to do the cranks. On the fisheye lens, the bars look so big. Look at it. As it gets closer, it gets bigger. They're not really that big, it's just the distortion of the lens, I promise. This is my ghetto crank stopper. So crank stopper goes right there, the inside of this crank. Okay, I just put those cranks on. I just tightened this. I thought it was recording, but I guess it was not. But yeah, all I did was slide it on, tighten it till it stopped. This is a SRAM 9-speed chain with the quick link. Quick links are the best, okay? So watch. Now, I'm gonna put the chain on, pedal forward, and then if we're really quiet, you'll be able to hear it. Boom. Hear it snap into place. Real easy. Now I'm gonna pull the wheel back, get it all tight, then we can start working on the brakes. If I have any tips for pulling this back, it would be, kind of get it decent, and then tighten them both down, loosen up just the chain side, push your tire towards that side, it'll tension the chain, and everything is pretty good, and you can, kind of do the same with the other side, just to center that wheel. Big tip is just to do kind of one side at a time and keep the other side tight. I know I've seen people do it with the whole, put the wrench in there, but This is a lot faster. Works every time. I've built so many bikes in my life. Never built one on the ground like this. It's a struggle, and I'm sweating, and hopefully you guys are getting what I'm doing. I promise I'm not usually this unorganized when I build my bike. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, put on the lever. Got the Odyssey mono lever on here, and I run this on the right side, not the wrong side. And I always run my brake lever like not all the way on the end. Like, I don't like it to touch the grip. I like having some space for my finger. This is probably a little too much space, but usually like a solid finger-ish, because when I do bars with this hand, I like a little bit of space. And I don't like to run it too steep. Usually I think of the cable coming across to right here would be like how steep I like it. Obviously after like the first ride or something, if I don't like it, then I'll make it steeper or less steep, but I know some guys ride it like straight down. Can't do that. First thing I gotta do is put this top section in. So we're going to start here and then line that up. Turn this for a second. Now, because I've done this a few times, I kind of already know that these have to almost get maxed out for this lever. So I'm gonna do that. Kind of try to get this tight. I'll do a full video on a gyro. Like, I'm not gonna fully explain everything right now, because that's just not. And I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. Once we start doing the whole brakes, then we will do this. With gyro cables, unfortunately, they come with this little narp, like this little ball on the end. And for my gyro in specific, I need that gone. So I need to cut those cables first. So let's cut this little ball off. All right. Okay. So now that we got those off, I can take these and screw them into the top of this gyro plate. You gotta be really careful when you cut those off that these ends don't fray, because you are gonna need to put them through something. Again, I'm gonna measure where these are gonna go. So I'm gonna say about that. Notice how I'm being very careful not to fray the cables, which means sometimes taking off these little cable ends. Whew, it's hot in here. Alright, so now I'm gonna route the cables through this top section of the gyro, through the top plate. Alright. There we go. So now that doesn't look too bad. It's not too tall. When I tape it down, it'll be just fine. We have the top section cabled. Everything seems to work well. Everything's kind of just in a neutral position right now. So now we're gonna take the brake caliper, put this on. My brake pads are super worn in because they're old. So I'm just gonna put them to where they're like already worn. Maybe I'll be able to drop this back end just a little bit. This is shift cable and shift housing. I think it's a better response, better feeling brake when you use shift rather than actual brake cables. I would never use this on like a downhill bike, obviously. Would never not use hydraulic, but for like skate park and dirt jumps, you don't need that much stopping power, but I feel like the brakes lock up really well and they feel really good with shift. Pro tip. Also, this right here is a splitter. This splits the two cables into one right here, so you can run dual cables all the way down. Okay, so I have the brake line all routed, had to tape it to get the pressure off, and have it routed into this, and everything's all tight. The brake just feels really loose, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten this opposite side and bring that pad closer. All right, and we have a working brake. Just about there. All right, so last thing, we got the brakes working, everything's on. Now I'm just gonna make sure the bars are straight and tighten everything down. So I'm gonna do that real quick and then show you guys what it looks like all done. Alright, got it all nice and built up. Looks so good. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Hopefully you liked the outcome of the bike build just as much as I did. I love the color, and it's available in the 26-inch, 24-inch, and 20-inch sizes. So whether you're 6 foot tall or 4 foot tall, we've got a frame for you. Check it out on the Slater Bikes website. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and drop a comment with any ideas for future videos that you guys would like to see, and we'll try to get to that. Alright guys, have a good one. We'll see you in the next video.